You guys ready? Everybody good? We good?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Shit.
You're now tapped into What Kind of Party? Episode 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Tia Kia
What
in
up?
the building. We got Tia, your favorite car plug, in the
going on?
building. What's happening?
Nothing.
Everybody feeling good?
Here. Yeah.
Everybody feeling good? I love
Nervous as shit.
Sag game.
If we're gonna be back.
Sag? Everybody Sag in here?
game.
Everybody Sages in here? I
Yeah.
love it.
Or-
So
Oh
we start.
yeah. Look at that.
Fun pod.
I didn't know
forgot
that.
about
Blunt pod.
Well, you're like a
Honest
November
pod.
one, so it doesn't
Word. Word.
Sag.
post and
I'm the
Scorpio shit.
best.
Get the fuck out.
Are you? Are you the best?
Best side, yeah.
Word. All right. So we start every episode by saying our mental. We tap into our mentals 1 through 10. So from 1 to 10, everything that's going on, like not even financially, just mentally, everything going on in your life. What's going on? So, Simone, if you'd like to start it up, to get this going.
I don't know why I always get surprised by this freaking question.
Yeah, that just threw me on guard.
I'm like,
Okay.
my mental, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm good. You know, I'll
were
give
you
myself
last-
I don't know.
I know.
Yes, we do
I
this every
literally
time.
say this every week.
I-
What are you next last week? You're like, I don't know.
I don't know. We do this every time. We gotta break the loop, or else it'll keep happening.
Yeah, no, you're right. I won't do it next week. I got you.
All right.
Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less.
What the fuck does that
All right, so
So I think I'll give myself like an 8.5. I'll give myself an 8.5. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm
that's
chilling.
really good.
Yes, I am
That's a
chilling
solid
right now.
number.
What is it? I think I already said this though. I found my drive and everything, so it gave me
No,
the
that's very
drive to
good.
like get
Yeah,
my
no,
life back
that's very
together. I'm not as dazed and confused. I get all like anxious and anxietied, and like life spins out of control for me sometimes. So
Yeah.
I just like need to take a step back and like write down all the things that I need to get done in life, and then reset pretty much. So
That's
back
good
on
though.
track.
8.5 is
And I got
really
dressed.
good. That's
And I
really
got
good.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I was gonna wear my
Mine's the
Crocs
Crocs.
today, to be honest, but I didn't.
I
slacked
should have.
off.
We could have been team.
I
Crocs.
actually I had my Crocs. I was opening the door. I was like, let me just put my shoes on.
Oh, you weren't feeling the Crocs.
I know I
energy.
wasn't, but I should have.
Love these little guys.
Maybe next time. Next week I might put my Crocs on.
You have Crocs?
No.
You should
You
get a
hate
pair.
Crocs?
I
Are you
did,
a
but
Croc
my
hater?
last dog destroyed them. So,
So you're not a Croc hater though.
No, they're actually really comfortable.
Okay, I
How
love
many do you
that.
have
I love
now?
that.
You have two?
I
Three?
just have one.
Dogs?
Yeah, the other one was the chewing.
And you got...
I gave them to my customer. It's a long story. Like my customer really liked bulldogs, and her brother and father had a painting company, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to buy a house. I'm gonna need my house painted.
Oh,
So
here's the
they
dog.
came. Nah, the dad was like,
Here's the
oh,
dog.
the dad was like, this job will be like $4,000, and the son's like, no, this is like $7,000 all day. I was like, I'll tell you what, like $4,000, and you could have Enzo. There's your $3,000 difference. But like, no, he's good. Like they send me videos. They have like a baby, and he,
That's
he
good, I
runs
guess.
around. His
That's
life was in
awesome.
a crate in my house because
Uh-huh.
every time I turn my back, like the cabinet was chewed, a wire was chewed. So
The Crocs were chewed.
yeah, and, like if he got into something
Yeah.
like a razor blade or something, like
Yeah,
it'd be
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
So,
No. Good
yeah,
bargain.
dog.
I'll give you a sheep for your car.
Yeah, like
Word.
you get
So
to
what-
send a dog.
So what's your mental looking like? Let's tap in.
Aside from bills, because I'm in like shock still from that whole adjustment, I say like an 8.
Oh.
you know.
Okay.
Good.
Work's okay. Life's
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
So just bills is bringing it down too.
Got loud on deck all the time. So
Nice.
I'm good.
That is always nice as well. I
You
suppose.
just moved into a new house, yeah.
Yeah.
How long
yeah,
ago was
I'm,
that?
like I went from like literally no bills, like just my car note, to like
Oh, to
Yeah,
everything.
electric,
Yeah,
like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
everything.
you dove right into
Word.
it.
Yeah, so I'm
Word.
kind of just like, all right. Every time I turn around, something's taken out.
Right,
Yeah.
facts.
But other than that, it's good.
Yeah, how's house ownership though? Because I feel like that's like a great feeling deep down.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like if I'm on my porch or something, I'm like, yo, this is all mine. Like, this is great. I don't know. Sometimes it's still unreal. Like,
Tea
it
is
happens
king.
so fast.
Word.
And then other times, like I said, like when the mortgage is due, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, like fuck.
Gotta pull from my savings, or I gotta sell more. Or if it's like a rough week, it's like
Word.
everything kind of happens
Nah, I
at
feel
once.
that. Yep.
But it's dope. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it would happen. But like I said, it was like a last minute kind
Yeah,
of.
it's good, though.
I had to figure it out and find a place.
And
You went to a house. You didn't want to like do an apartment or
Nah, I
condo
didn't.
or anything.
I figured if I was gonna spend my money, like a huge amount of money a month, just get it over with, start owning a house. If I could, and I did.
Wow,
But
Sag gang. Sag
Yeah,
gang.
very, very smart investment.
yeah.
rather than do the apartment shit, but word. I mean,
Sometimes I
eight's
want
good,
to.
though.
Sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, you know, I could be paying way less. Like, I don't have to worry about oil and shit like that because, you know, there's pros and
all
cons
that
to
shit.
each.
No, for
Property
100%.
taxes, all that stuff.
Yep,
And
all
like
of
people
it.
mow your lawn for you, like your landlord and shit.
Word.
Like I have to do all that.
Yeah, that is
so.
big. Yeah, once I moved, I was like, damn, I gotta start mowing lawn. I thought I was gonna hate it, but I actually don't mind it because I get like amazed when I see it done. I'm like, I fucking did that shit.
Yeah, I made my boyfriend do it right now, but like
Word.
still, if it's something else
it's
that
something
You
has
get to
else,
stand on
yeah.
your porch though, and like
and smoke,
stand
you
back
know,
and
like,
see.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I just added a fence, so now like it's dope. My dog
Word.
can run around in it, and yeah, it's coming
That's dope.
together.
No, that's good. I know house projects are fun. We were just talking about it last week. Like that was one thing. It's like house projects are annoying to get done, but once you get them
Once
done,
it's done, it's like
yes.
this is what I wanted. And
This shit is good. Word. All right, so Tia Kia, if y'all didn't know, she is the best plug out there when it comes to cars.
I mean,
And like literally, like
The
I wouldn't say
plug.
the best,
Valley.
but
No, the best when it comes to these plugs in the car. So take me through like what started that? Like what made you like, yo, not only I'm gonna sell cars, but I'm going to be like that
Your fave
personality,
car
your fave
plug.
car plug. Like what was that?
Like, what made me want to do the car business was, I don't know, like as soon as I graduated college, I started freaking out, like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I went for business management because I figured it covered a bunch of shit. I really only went to college because my mom wanted both her daughters to have, like, a degree because she didn't even have a high school diploma. So I kind of went for her, and then I had an idea maybe HR is what I wanted to do. So I was still working at ShopRite at the time. I was like, you know what, let me see doing HR at ShopRite because I went on Indeed and like everybody was shooting me down or just not answering me. So I'm like, all right, fuck this. Let me just start where I'm at. And then I think tried doing it at the same time. I think he's still doing it. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
spoken
he
to
is.
him,
He's
but
over in Monroe. I
man,
think.
good for him because our HR manager sat us both down and he's like, listen, it's not that I don't think you can handle it, but like this is what's involved doing HR and ShopRite. And I was like, yeah, nah, I don't think I can handle that. Like I can handle it, but like I'm not gonna put
I don't
myself
want to
through
handle.
it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, like, more power to So then I was like, all right, let me try being maybe a shop from home manager because that was the department I was in. And
It's the
fuck
ice.
was that?
The ice
Oh.
machine.
I was like, what was that? It really was like, what the fuck was that?
Regenerating ice.
So then, like, how ShopRite works is, like, when you're a manager or a full-time employee, they can transfer you kind of, like, at any given time. So, like, 1 month I could be in Chester, then I can be in, like, Middletown, then 2 months later, like, Montgomery or whatever. So I had my old Lancer at the time, but it was front-wheel drive. So I was like, you know what, I should have just got the all-wheel drive one to begin with. I'm going to go trade my car in. So I went to Healy in Goshen, where I got my first car. And while I was there, it just, like, dawned on me. My salesman's name was just retired, but I was like, yo, let me ask you something if you don't mind. Like, do you need any type of school to be a salesman? And he's like, no, I think you just need high school. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, what do you, like, make a week? And he's like, oh, I can make, like, you know, up to $3,000 a week. I was like, what? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I was instantly mad I went to college for 2.5 years. Like, instantly mad that I, like, slaved at, like, and I'm not knocking ShopRite. It's a great job, but, like, bro, I could have fucking, like,
More experience
been,
over there.
you know what I mean? So, but it's kind of a hard, like, position to get into because you kind of got to know somebody to, like, get right in. So I was like, listen, can I just apply and put you as a reference? He said, yeah. So I applied, but I didn't hear from anybody from a week. So then I called HR, didn't answer, left a voicemail. 2 days go by, sent a text. 2 days go by later, I send an email, call again.
Nice.
Nobody was answering me. So 2 weeks later, it's like my day off. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pull up. So I go to the Mitsubishi building, which is right next to Ford, because I think someone told me he's in that building. And I went in there and I see my man, who I knew outside before I started working at Healy. I was like, yo, is like your HR manager here? He's like, yeah, do you have an appointment? I was like, nah. Like, can you
Just
call him?
pulling up.
Like, yeah, can you like tell him to come out or something? So he calls him and he's like, hi, I have somebody here for you. I was like, oh wow, he answered the phone. Because I've been calling, nobody answers. So he's like, yeah, you said you could go downstairs. So I go downstairs and he's like, hi, how you doing? I'm like, hi.
I know you know me.
He's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm Tia Clemenza. I called, sent emails, voicemails. I was like, listen, because keep in mind, like, I'm already mad that, like, when I applied on Indeed and everything for HR, like, I'm mad nobody answered me. I'm mad nobody could tell me why they wouldn't hire me.
Yeah.
So I'm already, like, just, like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if I'm not good enough, just say it. He was
Word.
like, hold on. I just got your application. I was like, oh, you just got it. Like, because, okay. So okay. So then we kind of just made an interview like right there, and he asked me like, why do I think I'll be good at sales? I'm like, I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I heard what the money could be, and like, bro, I need that. Like, I just bought a car from you guys. I like Healy. I live 10 minutes away from the store because at that time I applied at Ford, and he said, like, there was no sales positions open. Do I want to do BDC, which is like a call center? Like when you call the main building, they're like, it's a great day at Healy Brothers. How can I help you?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I want to do sales. So, he's like, well, will you go across the river? Because Healy has like 9 stores in the Hudson Valley, like Poughkeepsie, Beacon, over here, Goshen, Middletown. I was like, nah, I'll go as far as Newburgh if there's a store in there. I had no idea we had a Kia store. So he's like, all right, well, I'll keep you on file. I thought it was clipped. So I'm like, all right, you know what? At least I tried. And then I go about my life. And then I'm in a manager meeting at ShopRite, and I get a phone call. He's like, I want to do an interview. And I was like, sure. Yeah, let's do it. And that interview went great. My second interview was a little awkward, but whatever. That's what sparked it, I guess.
Word.
And then when I first started, I was scared shitless. Like, I didn't think I fitted in. I was like, like when you walk into a dealership, you want to be professional. I'm not saying, like, I'm not professional, we're not professional, but I just had this image that, like, I don't know, like, don't be yourself just yet. Mm-hmm. But then eventually, like, when I got through training and I went on the floor, I don't know, like, it started coming out slowly, and then, like, my managers just accepted it, and, like, when I saw my customers really like me being myself, that's when I was like, okay, and then I just started making videos, because social media is a pretty good, like...
a platform, yeah.
Advertisement tool. It's so easy, like, all you gotta do is tag, like, a few people, and then a million people see it, and then they share it, so I was like, I gotta start doing videos, I gotta start getting my face out there. Then eventually I got comfortable enough to, like, tag my customers, add them, like, I have so many customers on my Facebook.
That's so dope.
And I warned them first. I'm like, listen, my Instagram's professional. That's my business page. Like, but if you want to, like, you want to see the real Tia, like, you can add me, but, like, do it at your own risk. And, like, a lot of them like me more because they see who I really am from my Facebook. Like, okay, she's a real person.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Like, she loves bulldogs. Like, she has a dog. She likes doing this. She likes going to the gym. Like, I do that too. Like, it's just a different kind of connection. And I feel like that's why they're more comfortable with, like, I got customers that tell me, yo, I'm going through a divorce. Like, bro, my wife just went out last night, like, didn't, like, telling me, like, things that you tell your boys or your girl, you know what I mean? Like, I have other customers who look at me like I'm their daughter, and, like, they just vent to me, like, I don't know, it's dope.
Yeah, I'm about to
That's
say,
the part
I'm
that
sure
I like
is
about
so
the
dope.
job. Like, there's ups and downs in sales, but what I like the most is, I make, like, friends kind of and family out of my customers.
That is, bro, that's so dope.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that really,
man.
even just the origin story of you just staying persistent, like, that to me,
Well, that's
like,
too, like,
that
when he
stuck
said,
out.
he's like, well, why do you think you would be a good candidate? I'm like, my motivation.
Yeah, can't you
like,
tell?
I'm here, you know,
I'm not
literally.
stopping.
I'm just here for an answer. Like, it could be yes, it could be no, but, like,
give me an
bro,
answer.
like, you didn't pick up the phone. Like, that's what bothered me the most because, like I said, I was just not getting answers from other places I applied. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, does this happen in the real world? Like, I thought it would be easy, and it was just like, nah. Like, it was.
No, it's so dope. That really, bro, that persistent is, like, key. You know what I mean? Like, if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be where you know. That's fire.
Yeah, and then, I mean, just recently, like, one F&I manager left, so they moved someone who was doing special finance in there, and then they promoted me to do special finance. So, like, I also do, it's called something like credit acceptance. Like, if you're, a first-time buyer or you're trying to rebuild your credit for whatever reason happened, like, I don't know, divorce, illness, shit happens. I do that program to help you get started again and get an auto loan,
Nice.
boost your credit and be able to trade it in down the road and get something nicer. So I like doing that too because that, I feel like, a lot of those customers are extremely grateful more than like a regular customer. So I like doing that too when I'm able to help them out.
Word. Do you feel like you get customers that, like, are like, no, I don't want to be on social media. I want nothing a part of that. I just want a car.
I've had a few, like, old school Italian women, like, no, I don't get my picture taken. Or, like, some are like, yeah, you can take my picture, but, like, please don't post it or, like, block my face out. Like, but it's not often, but
it does happen.
Maybe, like, 5 out of the freaking thousands that I sat with.
Word.
Wow,
Yeah.
I feel bad for those 5.
Yeah, no, right? You're not on the plug page.
Yeah, I mean, and they know, like, I'm going to post. I'm like, listen, I have a business page. Like, it's not like they don't know what I'm doing with their stuff.
Yeah, you can see it. Like, know, it's out here.
Are they trying to keep a secret that they bought a car? Because, like, I don't know how long they could hide it.
Yeah, like, some work for other, like, you know,
they
they rep
I
other like
understand
brands
that.
or something, and they're like, oh, I can't let
Yeah, I
my boss know I
can't
bought a
see.
Kia or something. So that I
that
totally
makes
get.
sense.
I guess that wasn't a stupid thing
Yeah,
to say.
no, yeah, that makes
No, it
sense.
wasn't, but like, but yeah, they're just, you know, they have valid reasons why they don't want to do it, but you know, a lot of the younger people like my age, like they're down to do videos and stuff, which I like.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, that's fun.
That is, I know your whole page is super fun. You know, it's just like to me, like outside looking in, you see like a car dealership. It's like these people just want me to buy a car. You know,
Right.
like up your sales.
It's a sales
Yeah.
experience.
That's your, you know, it's your job. Like no fault to you. You want, you know, you want that, but like to make it a personal experience to me, it's like that just makes it so
Right.
much better. It's like no,
Yeah.
you see me as a person. You don't see me as just like a sale. You see me as a human.
Yeah.
That's, and like to me, like that's so dope. Like you have that whole atmosphere. It's just like no, it's bigger
I
than
mean,
just
you
sales.
you just want to build rapport with people. Like, I mean, I get down to business. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna ask you like, what's your goal? Like, do you want an SUV? Like, what's the payment you're trying to be? But for the most part, I always try to find something that we have in common. Usually I get asked because like I have like little dog statues. I get a lot of bulldog lovers. They're like, I gotta
Word.
ask you, like, do you have a Frenchie? I love them. My sister has one. So like that's a conversation starter.
Yeah, that's a great
'Cause, like,
conversation
I don't have
starter.
kids or anything. Like
Word.
I can't do that conversation. But now that I'm a homeowner, like I got a lot of clients that have like fencing companies, electricians. So I've actually been using them
Awesome.
to
That
like
is
kind of
super
just
dope.
support them back.
Building a plug
dope.
network.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Help each other type shit. That's
Yeah.
dope. Damn, that's so
I
fire.
know. I know. I'm just processing it all.
I know Smells are here just like, wow.
I know.
It took time.
First of
Like,
all, I'm
don't
like,
get
oh,
me
I
wrong.
missed you.
It
I
took
I know,
time.
yeah, facts.
It took time. Like it took a while. I say about a year maybe for me to fully come out my shell and like show my crazy self. Like,
Word.
all right, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna see like who I am.
Yeah,
Like,
no, yeah.
First time I said like smoking dick in front of my boss, like they were
You're like, what?
I think that's our first T-shirt.
Smoking dick?
Smoking dick.
like yeah, like they're smoking dick. It's not gonna work.
That's funny. It's not, it's
What
not
does
gonna
that
work
mean?
It, like you're smoking crack. Like it's not happening. You're looking for something that doesn't exist. Like
Gotcha.
Solid. Smoking dick.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
yeah, or like when I said like I'm dead ass, and like my boss looked at me like, what?
Fuck you mean?
I'm like, I'm serious. Like,
I am very serious right now.
You are the same, and I love it.
That's what I'm
dog.
saying.
Like,
Yeah. So a lot of people tell me that too. They're like you never change. Honestly, like when I went to OC, I sat next to John Trout
Word?
in one of our
I still talk to him
accounting
every once in a
classes,
while.
and like he said something to me that like really like yo like bro, I never spoke to you in high school, but like that one thing you just told me like really meant a lot. I don't know, like I was just in class. I think I was smacked, and I don't even know what I said. I don't know what I did to him, but he just starts laughing. He's like, Tia, don't ever change.
That's
like
so dope.
always be you. Like
So
this
sweet.
this moment right here is why. Like don't, and it'll always just stick with me.
That's so
Oh,
dope.
he's so
I love
Like everywhere
that.
I
That's
go,
so dope.
like and
That's
like
so
now when I
dope.
see him doing his thing, I was like, bro, don't change.
Shout out to him because he actually hit us up like when we first started. It was like, yo, keep doing your thing, like to that nature
Yeah.
too. I was
He's
like, yo, I
always been so
appreciate you.
supportive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
John
My
Trout's
goodness.
cool guy.
And
Word.
it was like, you know, because you get judged like in high school,
Sure.
even like college, I would get judged and people didn't know me. So it was like whatever I was going through at that time, which we always go through shit no matter
Word.
what it is. So it's like at that time too, especially, it was like, wow, like I really needed to hear that because, yeah,
That's so dope. Yeah, you
Right.
never know
people
when people
suck.
need
Like
to hear
I
some
needed to
stuff.
hear that.
Especially in
yeah.
the real world when life is changing all these things. You're
Yeah.
trying to find your footing. Like, you just need someone to tell you, like, yo, you're good.
Yeah, you're
Like,
good.
Relax.
Word.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that really does a lot for someone, especially when you don't know they need it too. It's like genuine too. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
I really appreciate that shit because I needed that, and you don't even know I needed it, but I needed it.
Word.
Yeah.
Just hits.
That's fire.
But yeah, that's what I like too. Like, I mean, my job's cool because like they accept me for who I am. And this is like the first time I had a job where I don't really hate anybody. Like, you know, like
That's a great feeling.
I've done multiple
That
jobs,
is a
and there's
great
always
feeling.
like that one employee where like just no matter what you do, like stop breathing, like I can't stand you. Like, yeah, I don't have that here. Like every department too. Like it's
I love that.
We all
I
work
love
together.
that.
That's dope.
It's a sign you're in a good space.
like if we really need each other, like we're all there for
Team
each
help
other.
each other. That's
Yeah,
so
like,
fire.
And the culture, we're not cutthroat. Like some
That's so
dealerships,
dope.
like
Word.
they don't care. Like they'll screw you over.
Yeah.
They'll steal your customer. Like we're very upfront. Like, hey, your customer came in. Like I put you on the back, which just means like they split the commission.
Oh, that's super dope.
but they still get the sale. But like we're good like that. We're
That's dope.
Yeah.
That makes you want to come to work and do better because
Right.
like
yeah. Like it doesn't make me like hate it.
yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
love
Yeah,
this.
no, for sure. That
Yeah.
is so dope. Have you been at that same office the whole time?
Yeah, I'm going on May 22nd. Will make 4 years.
Word.
4 years.
I want to do
Yeah,
finance,
that's
like
dope.
legit finance, not like cool special finance is like the path there, but I really want to be a finance manager. So I don't know when that's gonna happen. It's
You're
not
gonna
an
do it.
easy
You're
seat.
persistent. You're gonna do it.
Yeah,
I hope it's not a seat that opens up too often.
Yeah.
And I've been slacking because I definitely could have this whole past since like July been on it and like learned and bothered, my managers a little bit longer to actually get it down pat, but I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah, you
happen.
gonna get
I
it.
slow
Got it,
down
though.
with
You're
certain
gonna get
things.
it. You definitely gonna get it.
We all
Just
have
from that
those times,
mentality
too.
you just said for the last 20 minutes, you gonna get that shit.
Word, for sure.
You definitely gonna hit it. Word. That's dope. You guys want to get to Would You Rathers?
Yeah.
We'll switch over. Let's get it. I should have pulled it up. I always do this. I never pull it up. Actually, it is up.
No?
All right, let's get it.
So wait, who answers first?
No, we all just, if you have
Oh,
an
it's a
answer
question
right
for
away.
everybody.
Yeah, it's everyone answers.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather never be rejected again or never fail again?
Isn't it the same thing?
Why have I heard this before?
You think it's the same thing?
I kind of.
I don't think so. So I mean, to me, I think like fail is like, okay, so rejected in your experience would be, they would never like right when you sent that they wouldn't have rejected you, but like that's not failing. Like failing would be once you got the job you didn't do it right, you failed. But rejection is someone else
Never getting the chance, pretty
never
much.
getting the chance. So I feel like rejection is relying on other people to reject you. Failing is like something you can do personally.
I mean, I'm looking at that like, if a dude goes to ask a girl out and she rejects you, like, bro, you failed. Like, you failed at swagging that bitch.
Yeah, I guess, but I feel like that's more getting rejected. Like,
Yeah, she
yeah,
gets rejected. Failed at what? Because he
I
did
don't know.
it. He doesn't have control over her response to it, though. So, like,
yeah,
things you
I
have
would think that's
control
more
over.
rejected. So the way I see it also is like, if I said I want to be an NBA player, like, me doing that, if I say I never want to fail, then I would be like, all right, I'm not failing, I'm going to be an NBA player. But if I said I never want to be rejected, I still might not get there, but I can get, like, does that make sense? Like, there's other people that can reject me, but I can still not get there because I failed. Does that make, I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but
you
there
can be
is a
rejected.
difference.
People can reject you from being in the NBA, but if you never got the chance to,
So if I picked, I'll always, what's the question? I'm
Would
now
you rather
confusing
never
myself.
be rejected?
Never be
or
rejected.
Never
Okay.
fail again.
So if I never failed again, I would 100% be in the NBA because I'm not failing at that. Like that's my goal. I'm not like, but if I pick I never be rejected again, I still might not make it. Like I would still have people be like, oh no, you can come on my team, but I wouldn't be there long. Does that? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I just feel like there is definitely a difference.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of zoned out a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, I'm not saying it right either. So
Okay.
Do you want to do it one more time?
what, the question or
What-
explanation?
Your explanation.
Do you don't see there's a difference? Do you not think
I'm
there's a
telling you,
difference?
I was like, your
Okay,
mouth
but
was
I'm-
moving, but I was not hearing the words.
So take that back. Do you think there's a difference in rejection and failing?
Yeah, like there's you trying and failing, and then there's never getting the chance. Like rejection is
So you
never
think there's a
getting the
difference?
chance.
Okay, I see where you're going with it. Yeah, like, yeah.
So there's
You
a
had a
difference.
chance to do something, and you either get accepted or rejected.
Yeah, like rejection you don't have control over. But then in this situation you do have control over it because you'll never get rejected ever again.
Yeah. I'm trying to just say that there is a difference. That's all I'm trying to say right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
what would you rather?
yeah. No one's
So,
answering the question, but
So what would you rather?
I think I'd rather never fail, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
like I said, it's more like personal. Rejection, I have to rely on other people. And like rejection, I feel like I enjoy rejection because like it makes you want to like keep going. I mean, failing
But
is
so
the
does
same
failure,
thing.
like,
No, yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
agree.
saying, like-
I agree. But failing, like I said, is more like me personally. Like if I'm like I want to do this, I won't fail at it. Rather than me be like, no, I have to wait for this person to accept me to be like not rejected.
Right.
I'd
It's
rather
more of
just-
like a wall with
Up.
rejection.
Yeah.
Oh.
Failing is like one object. I want to do this. Fuck it. I'm getting this shit done. I'm not failing at it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm gonna never fail, I guess.
Weird.
I don't know. I feel like every time I failed at something that made me
Oh, for sure.
either do a
For
different
sure.
path or do it again. But I don't like this question because, like I said, to me it's like the same. Like
Word.
You know, like
Brain
getting
hurts.
getting
no, you're
rejected at jobs that I applied to, like, made me, you know, bust down HR's door. Like, wow, like,
Literally.
you know what I mean?
Weird.
So I don't know. Maybe never fail. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's tough because there is lessons in each one. But all right, fuck it. We'll just do another one.
Reject.
Reject. All right. Would you rather be infamous after death or be forgotten?
Infamous.
Okay.
Infamous.
I said it again. I said infamous.
See, and I didn't correct you, but if
Thank
you would have said it
Let
again.
me reread it to
infa-
make me
infamous.
Infamous. Would you rather be infamous
Hold on.
after death
Like,
or
I
be
don't mean
forgotten?
to, like, do you guys know what infamous means? Because not a lot of people freaking know that.
All right,
And I
define that.
constantly hear people
So-
use it, and I'm like, bro, you know what you meant, right?
What
like,
is it?
Like, so like Kim Kardashian's infamous. She's famous for making a sex tape. Like, that's not something that
Famous
you
for
normally
a bad thing.
promote. You know?
Yeah, famous for a bad thing. Yeah.
Okay, so
So we're
you guys
all on
know.
the same
All right,
page.
good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Famous for a bad thing. But
Anyone
that's
who's
good, 'cause
watching,
that
just so
is-
you know.
That's a good
Yeah.
delineation because it is
Yeah,
used
like-
wrongly.
Infamous.
Yeah,
I keep
like-
saying infamous. I always say infamous, but
It looks
that's not
like
how you
infamous.
pronounce it. No, it literally does look like infamous, but it's just not.
No,
us.
yeah, it does.
Infamous.
But like, I just suck, so just can't read. It's called infamous.
Yeah, I'd rather be infamous.
Really?
Yeah, legend lives
That
on.
was
In a
quick.
bad way?
That
I
was
don't give a
quick.
fuck. I'd rather be known for something
In a
than just
bad
be
way?
forgotten. Like, yeah, that's
All right,
just
so
who
you'd
I
rather
am.
be Hitler?
I mean,
Jeffrey
I don't want to
Dahmer?
go to hell. Like, I don't want to be infamous for like shit like that.
But that's the I mean,
well,
that's
there's
the question.
you know, like if
I don't know. I'm on the same coin as Tia is because if there's something that I did that was bad, so be it. What did we learn? Kind of thing. You know, like Hitler was a horrible person.
Yes.
yeah, like I
But
don't want
a
to be
great
that
public
level
speaker,
of
those kinds of things.
Infamous.
But
Yeah.
he's an infamous guy because while he's like literally the worst person in human history, he was a very great public speaker. So like there's those two sides.
Okay,
of the
so what about
coin.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
I don't
know
know
who
his
that is.
story.
He literally just killed, like, put people in his like freezer, killed them,
yeah, I don't
like
wanna
was
be
a
known
mass
for that
murderer.
neither. Like I don't want to be a
That's-
serial killer.
But that's what I'm
famous.
saying. Those are infamous people.
Yeah,
so
but,
would
like,
you
you
rather
know,
be
I'm saying,
that?
you
or
learn
like if
about-
I was the best trapper on the block, like that's kind of like
That's
infamous.
not infamous though. No.
Like OT, she was a legend. Like that would be cool.
no, that's
you
not.
know?
No, I don't think so. That's
It's infamous
that's,
to like people like who think that's bad. I don't know, but I think you're cool.
All right, I mean,
Yeah, but that's the complete opposite of being infamous. If people think you're cool.
Well, I just think Tia's cool.
people
period.
think Kim
All right.
Kardashian is cool.
Yeah, but I don't
you
think
know.
infamous having a sex tape is not infamous.
I don't think she's infamous anymore. I mean, it,
Well,
like,
that's what got her started.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
got her
obviously,
started,
a lot's
yes.
changed, and now she's done other things that.
We are both
keep her
describing
fame out there,
two
but-
different infamouses. I'm describing murderers, and you guys are describing
All right,
sex
so if
tapes
we're on
and
the level of
trappers.
being a murderer, no, I guess
Infamous
I
is
would
a
be
scale.
forgotten.
it depends on your beliefs. Yeah, yo. I don't care about Kim Kardashian's sex tape, but someone else
That's
will.
not infamous.
All right, so you know what? Would you say like people in the mafia, like if they died, would you say they're infamous?
I mean, their name. I'm
Like
talking
John
about
Gotti,
specifically.
you know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Yeah, but like I get Simone's point where it's like you have a purpose in history, but like if you're Jeffrey Dahmer has a purpose in history, but like that's a horrible. Like that's not really
It is
teaching
horrible,
much.
but we're not talking about whether it's good or not. It's horrible, but you've learned something.
What did I learn? Not to kill people.
I don't know. Maybe you'll figure it out better the next time. I
No.
don't care who learned something.
Figure it out. Do better.
Like, look,
No.
either a serial killer learned from him or an FBI agent learned from him. Or a shameless girl who got chopped up and thrown in a freezer. Is that what he did?
Yeah,
She
he was
did?
out here wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you just want your name to be diminished for other people.
It's not for other people, but
that's
that
literally
is
what it
what
is.
happens. Like that's
Yeah,
just what
you're
happens.
just saying for
There's,
other
like,
people to
a lesson
benefit.
to be learned in the failures, and
Yeah,
I'm
so
a failure
other
if I'm
people
a
to learn.
terrorist, and the world learned something from my actions because they
So-
were enough to be remembered.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm picking
The
forgotten.
way
bro.
like
You want to be forgotten?
when she
You
like
just
puts it
would
that
rather
way,
not-
I'm like, all right. I mean,
You would rather be
than-
forgotten. You would rather people just like. pfft.
Yes, because then
yes.
my kids would be like, yo, my uncle, my dad, my grandfather was a mass murderer. He was an asshole. He did this. He did this.
So what are you here
I-
for?
To help my lineage to go down the path. Like
Right. So if you're forgotten, then you what do you do? What?
my people under me won't feel like they're like in a box. Like, no, these people, you can't mess with this family because of him. I'm messing up my family for the benefit of other people.
You're messing up your family? Why are
Not
you
messing
your
up my family,
up?
but I'm just giving my family a bad name because of me.
I see what he's saying.
I'd rather just be forgotten.
I get that.
Yeah, thanks. Like all right. So Jeffrey Dahmer, say if he had a son,
Right. Now,
he didn't,
I'm Jeffrey
you know what I'm
Dahmer's
saying?
son.
Exactly. Like he didn't do anything, but like
But,
just the
I'm
thought
Jeffrey
of
Dahmer's son.
yes,
Yeah, like you
100%.
don't want to introduce yourself.
100%.
Ch-
I'd just be forgotten. Just forget about me. I'm good.
No, you know.
I'm lost. I'm lost. I just dipped out.
I don't
Yeah, I
really do
think
that.
maybe I would be forgotten. I mean, like if you're talking like being on Hitler status, no, I don't want to be
That's what I'm saying.
infamous.
If,
for
if you're
that.
just talking about a sex tape infamous, I don't give a fuck about
yeah,
that.
like that's a different level. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm here for the betterment of society. So.
All right. So diminish your name and your family's name.
All right. As
All
long
right.
as you guys learn something.
You're funny, dude. All right. Would you rather be held in higher regard from your parents or your friends?
what does that mean?
Held
Bro,
in
I'm
higher
slow.
regard.
Like, let's get that. Like, there's gonna be certain words you might use. I'm not gonna
Humble
understand.
honesty.
And
It's cool.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
good.
high regards. What is that?
Like a higher, not standard, but like your parents see you as like a better person, or your friends see you as like a good person, like just a high standard. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm gonna say, did I explain that
So,
right?
yeah, someone you hold in high regard is
Yeah.
someone you admire.
Yeah.
So who do I hold?
No. Would you rather have your friends hold you in higher regard,
Or
or
your
your
parents?
parents hold you in higher regard?
I would say my friends, cause like, that's a support system. Like your family, you expect to support you. I mean, like I said, like I'm not gonna talk about my father on here, but and my mom's not around anymore. But like my mom was my supporter. Like she was always gassing me. Like
Good.
always gassing me, no matter what it was in life. She was with it. But you know, my friends. That's a good point because I notice, you know, especially with like sales and stuff, like more strangers share my Kia stuff than people I know from Chester, Middletown,
Word.
whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like my one best friend, she's in Middletown. Like shout out to share my stuff. She's always tagging me in things. But like it's usually the strangers, like on Facebook, if someone posts, you know, who works in the car business, strangers are tagging me in the comments, not my
That's
friends.
dope. Yeah. No,
So-
yeah. I get that.
I would want, you know, more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
rather
understand
than-
that for sure.
I mean, strangers are dope. Y'all take it. Like,
Right.
I'll take it where it comes. But definitely that, yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I think I said family last time. Because that's just like where you grow up and that's where all your ideals and stuff come from. And then I could just like branch out and find friends, you know? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, I'm like close to my family, so I think my family as well. But also friends, like Tia said, it makes so much sense. You can do a lot of other things. Like
Yeah.
family is like limited to your families.
Yeah,
Friends
yeah,
are
yeah.
unlimited friends. So, and you
Yeah.
can branch out and bridge
And
off
their
and do
friends and their
things. Yeah.
places and
Yeah, I'm gonna change my answer to what you guys said.
I mean, I still think I pick family just because like my roots are my family. So like I want my roots to be strong.
Oh, that's nice.
Word. But there's like really, regardless. I think like in your adulthood, I feel like friends, but I feel like in your youth, I feel like families. For me,
I would make that, distinction too.
word. All right, fuck it. Let's get into one more. One more, and then we'll get into these cards.
now I'm like deep in thought. Like,
Yeah, no, I know. It's
I
like,
don't
you
know.
know. All right. All right. Last one. Would you rather only be able to listen to music or only be able to watch sports? That's not really a good one for you. Honestly, yeah, you guys are both
Yeah,
probably.
I just feel like it's a bad one.
Yeah, that's probably a bad one. I would probably pick sports though. I'm not gonna lie though.
You would? Okay. Why? Because we would pick music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just want to argue.
Oh,
I mean,
that's the reason.
No, I don't know. I listen to music very often, obviously, but sports to me is just like entertainment. Music is kind of just like I don't know. It is entertainment.
Music does a lot.
It's a background.
Music definitely can do a lot.
No, I know it can, but sports to me is like personable.
I think it's versatile, like music, but like sports, then I have to sit in front of a TV or I have to always be like diverted. My
Yeah, I guess
attention.
you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. No, you are very right. But I don't know. To me, it's just like sports is like I said, it's personal. It's different. I mean, music is very personal too. But like, I feel like sports is more like it's real. Like music, I can write some, be like, yeah, I kill motherfuckers every Sunday. Like I don't do that. But sports is like, no, I shot this shot. It's real. Like you saw.
I see what you're
it's
saying.
like it's
I
like
see what
real.
you're saying. Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, obviously, I listen to music a lot. Like I do that a lot. So like, it is a hard question. But I feel like for you guys, obviously, you're not really
Yeah,
watching sports as much as I do. So yeah.
No, they kind of do evoke the same kind of feeling though.
No, I
I
know,
get that.
and I watch sports very often, and I enjoy it. Like it's not like I just watch it to watch it. Like I enjoy watching sports. So I don't. It's a hard one. I feel like I understand both you guys saying music though. It's not like it's not really a difficult would you rather for you guys at all.
No.
No, we spent a lot of time on this one.
Yeah, no, that's all right. All right, fuck it. Let's get into these questions. Let's get into the questions of the episode, pod, day, whatever.
But we haven't
Week.
done that in a while.
What? Me say that?
Yeah.
I know. All right, fuck it. All right, Red.
Fuck it.
What piece of advice would you give your 14-year-old self? Anyone like to go first?
I don't like these questions because I always feel like
I'm still thinking.
I don't
about
like to
this
take
one.
responsibility for the awareness that I had at the time because I didn't know. So, just tell my 14-year-old self, just keep going. Everything's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, I
I'd be
would- I
mad
would-
as shit at 14 to get that advice
Yeah,
from
like
someone.
I'm
Could
your
you imagine
25-year-old self. Let me
14?
just tell you.
Keep going.
You're gonna keep me.
Just
Right
keep
about that
going,
now.
young
That's
blood.
profound. I swear to God. Just believe me. I'd be mad as hell. I can just only think myself at 14.
Yeah, I mean,
What? How old are you? 14? Like what
Eighth
grade?
grade,
Eighth
ninth grade.
Eighth grade.
yeah, that's what I said. I hated 8th grade. I mean, I would tell myself, like, listen, a lot of shit's about to happen. Like, I would say my littest years were, like, age 15 to 20, maybe. No, like, 15 to 18. Those are, like, my favorite, like, all time when I was wilding out. So at 14, I'd be like, yo, buckle up.
Buckle up.
Feel everything that you're about to feel. You know, every, like, whatever heartbreak you go through, feel it. You know, every lit situation. Enjoy every second of it. I feel like I would say don't go to college, though. Like, I think that's the one thing I would say is just like, bro, you're about to be a salesperson. Like, don't even,
Yeah.
don't
I
do
like that one. That answer was good.
Yeah, you're out here. Keep it going, young
Keep
blood.
Yeah, I tell
Champ.
everybody, I'm like, if you honestly hate school, like, just do sales. It's the only job that's going to get you paid the equivalent of, like, I don't know, nurses and shit out here.
Word.
But you got to work for it. It doesn't just happen. Like, you have to get off your ass. You have to call people.
No,
like,
for
my
sure,
phone,
for
all
sure,
my
for sure.
contacts are literally just clients.
Word.
Like, with a couple of friends here and there. But, like, all my texts, it's all,
Money.
yeah, like, it's, or trying to make money.
Nah,
like,
I feel it. Nah, I dig it.
all networking.
Word. I think for me, I mean, so at 14, I was enjoying life. Life was great for me. So
Yeah, like, no
Yeah.
responsibility.
yeah, obviously.
Okay.
So like, I think if I were to get like real life advice, I would say kind of like what you said, like enjoy this, like don't let it go for granted, because like obviously 14-year-old doesn't really know what the future
Yeah.
holds. You don't really
And it
think
goes
about the future that
fast.
much. Yeah. So I would say like enjoy this. Also, keep going, champ.
There you go.
No, I think it would be to that. Cause Simone knew me very well at that time. I was an ass. I was, so
Yeah.
like, but like I think I
Yeah.
needed that.
think we
No,
all
yeah,
do
people
this.
know me, and it's fine. Like I was an asshole. So like, but I was.
He said I was an ass.
No, I admit that. I really was. But like,
I remember.
she's like, yeah, no, I know. But no, for real, I think that would be something where it'd be like, don't be an ass anymore, but like, think about other
Just
people's
think
feelings.
about- yeah. Just
like, think about other people.
think
I had a
about
Don't.
it.
stage like that where I lived, like, I just didn't care. But, like, I
feel
don't
like
know.
I was like that,
I
too,
think it was
though.
just the way, like, I was getting treated, so I was just, like, taking it out on everybody else. I don't fucking know.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
feel
what
like
it
we
was
all
me. I
kinda
was
do
just an
that.
ass.
Yeah,
I had no
Yeah,
reason
like,
to be an ass.
like, I
was
just
an ass.
want to...
Impulsively
You fat fuck. Like, I just want to, like... Just, you know,
she would say crazy. I'm like,
just...
yo, like.
Word.
Yeah, like, yeah.
And I would do such shit too, like just
No, I
call
know.
people out, yell and everything, like and, Satch gang. It all kind of manifests in different ways.
Yeah, no, I was remorseful, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no,
But,
That's what I would
no,
say.
I think they really always said what I meant.
No, I think I did too. I think I would just speak my mind. But like I didn't take other people's thoughts
Into consideration.
yeah, like, it was a different
consideration,
level of being blunt. It was just
Right.
being an ass.
100%.
Like, you know what I
100%,
mean?
yeah, like I was literally an ass.
Yeah.
Like I can still be blunt right now, but like I won't be an ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
We have
I'm not gonna hurt your
filters now,
feelings.
right?
Yeah.
Constructive criticism.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Always know where you stand with us.
But I would definitely tell my 14-year-old self to enjoy the moment, because like I said, I was having I had a great childhood, because I was in my world, I was on top of the world. Like no one could tell me shit. So,
Yeah, I had a phase like that too. Like
Yeah.
I said, like 15 to 18. Yeah. It's just, I was
I
in
feel
high
like you
school,
need
but I
that,
felt like
though.
I wasn't in
You
high
need
school.
it.
It was weird.
Really? Why do you say that?
Like, But I mean, y'all saw me. Like, I didn't hang out with anybody in high school. All my friends were like grown. So like, I seen a lot of shit. I was around a lot of shit. I think that's also where I learned like, how am I gonna start making money? Because like I was just surrounded by like grown people like with jobs, doing adult shit, and I got class. Like I got school tomorrow, bro. I gotta go home at 11. Like we're out in Newburgh, like wilding, or like sneaking me into a club, like, and I'm like 16, 17 years old, and like freaking like it's just. I don't know. So that's another reason why, like, now, I guess, I got all that out of my system.
Word.
So, like, when I hit 20, like, a lot of people my age were just now enjoying that stuff. And I'm over here, like, yo, how am I going to get a bag? Like, I got to get through college right now. Like, how can I get money faster? So, I don't know. Like, that's why I said, like, I would definitely relive it. Yeah. I learned a lot from everything that I went through.
Big time.
But I wouldn't want to rush it. Like, I feel like I rushed a lot of my life.
Yeah, I agree. I think the same way. I feel like every kid does that. Like, I want to get out of high school. I want to do this. I want to do this.
And now that it's here,
just enjoy this. Yeah. Just live here.
That's when you're, like, forced to slow down.
Yeah.
That's when all that shit sets in. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
All of that's over? What?
Word.
Yeah.
I know that. I remember, like, a year after I graduated, like, I always, like, because, like I said, I had a great, like, childhood high school experience. So, like, after, I'm like, yo, I'll never have a high school memory again. Like, I'll still have them, but I'll never be able to create a new one.
Yeah.
And, like, to me, I was like, damn, like, I got to slow down, I think. Like, I got to start creating shit. Like, I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, damn. I remember thinking that. I'm like, shit, I'll never be able to create a new one. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I miss like little shit like AIM back in the day. And
yeah, I think about that.
The
from
trail,
time to time.
like, oh, you want to walk after, like, just little shit like that.
Yeah. Do you remember walking after school?
Oh, for sure. We used to
trail.
walk to school. We used to walk after school, half days and shit.
Yes. There was a point in time where I knew like the time frames it took to get from our house to the CVS, from our house to the school, from school to this place. We were walking all over the place.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you used to walk barefoot too. Like you'd be.
Oh yeah, no, someone was bugging out.
You'd be wilding. I'm like, why your feet don't hurt? Like,
yeah, those are the days.
When was the last time you walked around a public place barefoot?
What's the last public place?
Not counting this
I
establishment.
feel like it was recently, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't dawn on me. I feel like I was expecting like last week.
I'm in here, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This don't count.
No, Metal Blues doesn't count. So
it's cold out too. So
it is cold out.
I would hope not recently.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and then like my Achilles, so it's like it probably has been a little while.
All right, yeah, you did. You fucking your whole Achilles. You weren't even walking in general.
Yeah. I think it's been a little while.
Word.
But I was barefoot. I don't know. It's about time to get started again. Callousing the babies up, so.
Yeah, you gotta.
Spring's coming.
Start playing ball again.
Yes.
The comeback.
Yes. 2.0.
Week. All right, let's get into another question. Get into it. Ready? If you had 3 years left to live, what would you be doing differently?
I would use the rest of my money that I've saved up now. Fuck paying the mortgage and all my bills. Like, I'm traveling. I'll get a passport first. I'm fucking up. I don't have a passport. I never got one.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, actually,
you are fucking up. You gotta get one.
Yeah, nah, I just got mine too.
I'm gonna get a passport and literally just I'm going everywhere.
That's what you want to travel. Like, it's okay.
With the dog. My dog's coming. But
is that like a goal you have in life? You want to just travel?
Yeah.
So like you're
and
like.
I could do it now, but it's like I gotta work and shit. So.
I think you should start doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna work on it.
Is there like a specific place you want to go?
I definitely want to start with Greece.
Ooh.
Then like Sicily.
Nice.
Basically like where all my nationalities are from. Like England, Germany, Ireland. And then just like I always wanted to visit Egypt since I was younger. Australia I heard was beautiful. My cousin went there. Like everywhere.
Word.
I'm excited.
Dominican Republic, like islands.
Bro, start doing
places.
it. You gotta do it.
Like random. I want to go to places you never heard of. Like, bro, what is that? Like,
I believe it.
Nah, definitely do
the car
that.
plug. She'll get there.
Word. So your answer is spending money and traveling.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Just and just do everything like with no regrets.
Word.
Like wild shit.
Word.
Like just I want to try every drug. I don't give a fuck what happens. Like if I create an addiction, who cares? I'm gonna die. Like
I'm gonna die anyway.
yeah. Like
word.
if I run into somebody famous, like I'm sorry. Like whatever happens, happens. Like just want to wild out.
I get that.
I feel that.
I feel that.
I definitely feel that. What about you? What's your answer?
I think I wouldn't think twice. I think twice about a lot of shit right now. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't think twice.
I think that's just us being adults. Though.
Yeah, I'm
like
like,
when
why
I
am I
was younger, I'd
thinking
be like,
twice?
"Fuck it, let's go,"
Word.
like, without hesitation.
Word.
And it was like fun and like the mood was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, well, what
But you
if?
always have like your friends and shit
consequences,
around you to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But now you're just by yourself. Like, oh, is this a good decision? If I ask this, they don't know what's going on. You haven't even. So it's just.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, no. I
So-
don't. Yeah, I don't like that. But like I said, I think it's just being an adult.
Facts.
No, I'm not settling with that. I'm gonna get rid of this think twice shit.
Yeah, get rid of it.
I am. I'm gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, because we're still
damn
like,
it.
we're still young. Like,
No,
I don't,
bro, I said the
bro,
same
I feel,
shit.
Sometimes I just internally I feel like I'm like 45.
Bro, I
like,
swear.
and I'm like, bro, you're 25.
I
Like,
swear.
go.
Travel.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I did a lot of shit when I was just younger, so it's like,
Word.
to me, it's not fun anymore. But yeah, I gotta start traveling. I gotta do at least something.
Yeah, like at least go once a year or something.
Yeah.
Just work it in until you're just
I know my
doing
boss
it full time.
always yells at me for that. Like every time, like when you get your vacation time, I be using it just to take time off. Like, bro, I need a break. It's like, where you going? I'm like, nowhere. You can't get your vacation time then. I'm like, what? I'm like entitled to it. He's like, I want you to buy an effing ticket, and I want to see pictures on your Instagram of you drunk on a beach.
That's mad funny.
And I'm like, I appreciate what you're doing. I can't do it right now.
I can't do it right now.
That's so
I'm
awesome.
broke.
That is
Like,
Oh, that's so awesome.
so yeah, like I appreciate it, but it's, yeah, it's just like a joke every time.
So so your answer is literally just second thinking? If you have 3 years, what are you doing?
Literally, I wouldn't think twice. I'm
Alright,
already
but-
doing what I want to do, but like I
All
wouldn't
right, so
think
but you have
twice.
3 years. So like, what? The end of the 3 years. What is like? You're like the last day and that third year. You're like,
I did whatever it is that has come to me that I wanted to do, and I didn't think
Which
twice
was?
about it. Anything music related, or where that brings me.
So where would you?
It
want
could be
in 3 years?
potting. It could be in the metaverse somewhere.
Yeah, anything can happen. But I'm saying,
Oh,
what would you want to happen?
Oh, I don't know. Anything. I'm open to all of the possibilities.
So, you're
I'm just gonna keep
dodging
taking
the
it day
question.
by. I'm not dodging the question. I don't have like I don't see like the big picture is that I'm successful in music. That I'm able to discover things in tech. Like I don't know what's all out there. But like.
Well, yeah, that's like
I
a
can-
long-term goal. I'm saying
is
3 years. You have 3 years to live.
Right. So. I'm just gonna do things without thinking twice about them. Right now, I think twice about shit. So I would move how I am, but
What do you think
What are you
twice about
thinking
most?
twice about? Yeah,
like,
yeah, like what are you?
being on my own. Completely severed, just on my own, making my decisions for Simone, SJ, music and life and creativity.
and you second guess that.
Oh yeah, in comparison to like, let me have a job and know that I'm gonna be funded for the rest of my life. Like this is something that I want to just take
Well, yeah, that
and go with.
yeah,
so
for
I'm just
sure.
going to move accordingly, and things pop up as you.
Yeah, that's life though. Anything you're doing, things pop up.
So what are you looking for from me?
You have 3 years left
Yeah,
to live.
I would definitely want to get a hobby. I don't really have a hobby. Like I don't, like you have something like music. That's something that I'm sure
Like that could
gets
travel.
you lost. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
Get you like lost and like focused, and it's something you love doing. Like I want to be able to have something like that. Like whether it be writing or I don't know.
Yeah, yo.
There's got to be more to life than just rolling up and
And
selling cars.
That's
and,
that's how I feel
and
about
like
it.
rolling up again and like Netflixing and chilling. Like
There, yeah, I don't have.
and the
a
gym. Like the
set-
gym helps, but it's like I don't make that my passion.
Word.
Yeah,
I just fit it into my schedule to like not be a fat piece of shit. So
Literally the same.
yeah.
If
I
I
don't know.
even fit it in.
I mean, I don't know. I think I would literally just trust myself.
I get a
more.
boat. Definitely get a boat.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
would
You,
get a
you
fuck-
really hate material things. I feel
I
like
don't
that's
hate
what the
them
question.
I
because-
think that's
Trust
my
me,
problem.
like-
I'm definitely like yeah.
No, I don't hate them because like I'm me more than anybody. I'll walk into a mall and buy shit that I don't need. Like that's the thing too. My focus is like trying to do the things that bring me all of those things. But I heard a quote. I'm gonna pull a Brett and Ryan. It was just like people get too concerned with the things that they want now over what they want more, and that's in terms of just like going out when you should be looking up to how to do whatever it is for
Yep.
the music or for the pod or staying an hour later for your friends even though you get tired in the morning, like those kinds of things. And so I don't think I would, I don't know, I just wouldn't waste my time doing these. It's not wasting my time, but I see where
You,
you
don't
can
put
just
energy into that
right.
when it could be put somewhere else.
Right. So I would just not do that.
I like that answer. That answer I feel like is a lot better than you just
Well, I'm
saying.
glad we got there.
I'm not
But
gonna
that's-
second guess things.
Well, that's what it is.
I know that, but like you explained it. That's what I'm saying.
That's the hard part. I see the-
Anyone could have took that anyway. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. All right, fair.
Weird. I think for me, I think I agree with you. Like I wouldn't blow my money, but I would definitely not be saving it as much as I'm
No,
saving
I wouldn't give a
it.
fuck. I would
I
just
mean,
keep
like,
swiping.
I would
Yeah.
try to like. I mean, I'm not a millionaire, so I can't be like, oh, my family's safe forever. Like, not like I'm gonna throw them on. Like, I don't have that much money, but like I have
Right.
enough where like, okay, each buddy can have some type of money, and I can still enjoy like 3 years of my life.
Word.
I don't think I'd work, to be honest. I think like I have enough money to be like I cannot work for 3 years and be okay
Word.
and like get by. Like I think I would live my life on the edge, thinking like I don't care if like I go broke because I'm dying in 3 years. Like I'll be all right.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
what I'm saying. Like, if I know, like, especially now, like, if I have no kids or something to like give my inheritance to, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Blowing it.
100%, because like I want to get married. I want to have kids, but like that's probably not gonna. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna have kids, and if I do have
If you
kids,
know
that's
you're dying,
selfish.
yeah.
Like, why would I have kids if the kid
You're
will
not
have
gonna
a
be there.
father?
Yeah.
That's selfish. That's
Like-
so selfish of me. So I'm not gonna do that. So like, I would literally just do things like I would switch my like trajectory of what I want to do, but at the same time, I'm gonna continue to do. I'm gonna shorten it up basically. Like, but other than having kids and shit, like
You
I
can
would.
still have kids.
That's selfish.
Okay, Steve.
So I mean, if it's not selfish to
Steve.
have kids and then got told, yo, you got 3 years to live, that's different.
That's
But,
100%
like,
different.
I think, yeah.
As of right
If
now, I don't
knew
have
for a
kids.
Fact, like, bro,
I'm
you
gonna
would die like December.
Like I know,
Second,
I know my
2025.
family would take care of the kid. I know I'm giving a child life. I get that, but like to me, I would like the kid that would father, and I'm not going to be there. So, I think to me, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't
think-
be able to do that.
That's selfish for you.
Sure,
do.
sure, I'm selfish then.
No, I'm asking.
I-
What's selfish about that? Having
The
a
kid
kid.
doesn't have a father. To me, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to
Why?
produce another living thing in this world and not have a father, and that's because of me, and I knew that. Obviously, if I don't have a choice in that, I don't have a choice in that, but if I know the kid will not have a father if I produce this child, that's selfish. You don't think that's selfish?
I grew up without a father, so no.
So exactly. You have a
I
different
mean,
view.
if you
I
want to,
did
you
not.
know, I don't think it's selfish. I think you can bring a child into the world and like expect that it can, be okay without a father figure. in
I
its
think it
life.
will be okay. I'm not saying it won't be okay.
I think he's just looking at the point of view, like, if I had a choice to have a kid and raise it and be involved with everything, or have a kid and know I'm dying 3 years from now, and then it's like, where's daddy? Like, you know what I mean? I think that's his
Word.
point of view.
That is
I
my point
get
of view.
that.
But like, so obviously, like, if Alyssa was like, no, I want a kid with you, even though you're gonna die, like, I think I would consider that. That's a little different. But like, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna go out and have a kid right now because I'm dying. Let me just put another person in this world because I want to live my like that's selfish. Like I want the
You
both
wouldn't
my name
spend the
to
time
be.
like taking care of the kid that you like while you were here.
I'm out traveling.
Oh, no, you're right. No, fuck it, no, no.
Like so.
Yeah, but what am I gonna-
saying you're
what am I gonna do
I'm
in
saying
3
that you're
years?
having a kid. So I'm saying you're having this kid because you know you're gonna die. You know you're leaving whatever it is or whatever the reason is. You want a child. You want a child, so it's something that you've
I want to be a parent.
right.
Yes.
So then you.
I wouldn't be a parent for 2 years.
Yeah, being a parent is the whole.
For 2 years, I'm not
I
doing
understand
anything.
it's the whole thing, but you're dying. So
Exactly.
like, why wouldn't you experience what you want to experience?
Mike's like,
if
what
you're
the fuck
dying?
are you not getting?
I don't
I
want to
understand it. I
don't want to
understand.
experience parenting for just 2 years. I don't want to
I
have
mean,
a
you're gonna
2-year-old.
die.
and-
I mean, regardless.
Yes,
I mean,
I'm
you
going
could
to
experience
die. I
you
know
would
that.
experience parenting for only 2 years and still not know. Like,
if I
and die
don't know,
yourself.
yes, but I'm saying if I know, that's selfish.
I don't think it's selfish.
I think it's very selfish.
I don't think it's selfish.
Why?
I just said you can parent your child. Like
For
you
2
can parent
years.
your child. Yes.
But he's asking, like, what about the rest of the
Life.
70 something?
All right. Okay. Dad was here. Dad's dead now. I'm grieving.
Yes, get
I'm
over
over
it.
it.
Yes, I get
Grieving,
that.
I'm
My
over
mom
it,
is
okay.
here. Like, and take your time. Most sympathies and compassion. Like, but I'm just saying, like, everybody. Like, I just don't understand why. I just. You can bring someone into this world, and
And dip. YOLO.
I mean, it's not like you're still alive. Like you're dying. So you get to fulfill whatever parenting thing you have brought this child into this world.
I wouldn't be fulfilling anything for myself.
You're parenting. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
if he
long
knows he
term,
wasn't going to die.
Yes, I want to
then he
parent a
wants
kid
to be
that's
a
going to be
parent.
13, 18, 21.
Yeah,
I
prom
want to
and
parent.
Well, then it's selfish for you.
That's, call me selfish. That's fine. The question is for me. That's selfish. But like I said, it's selfish if I did that.
Well, I don't think it's selfish.
I think it's very selfish.
I don't think that's selfish. I don't think that's selfish at all, actually. I don't. And if I can't explain it, I can't explain it, but I don't think that's selfish.
Do you understand? Whose side do you understand more?
Listen, so I understand like where you're coming from, and I understand her point of view because how like she grew up, like you didn't need a fucking dad or father figure.
All right, well, I'm not taking it from that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I never had, so I didn't grow up with a father.
Would you call your dad selfish for?
No, I just, because I just met him.
I'm not doing this.
Because I actually just met him in April, right? And like, it brought up all of those feelings. It's like, how do I feel about, him not being there? And so like, I noticed, growing up, I made the jokes and everything, but like growing up, people are like, oh, you haven't had a father, like, and they pity you and like they give you so much sympathy, but it's like, how do you miss something that you've never had? And you can only idealize like, all right, what it could be like, but it's like, if I'm genuinely giving my feelings to like missing something or just not having something because everyone else does or because that's how it's supposed to be, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And so like when I met him, I didn't have any, I'm like, I don't know this guy, but I know he's a part of my being, and that's what it is. And like, I don't know, I feel like that took a lot out of the way in terms of like our relationship, because it didn't, like, I'm like, look, I don't have anything, I'm not mad, I don't care, like, so let's just get through it. And it was cool, it was a nice sit down or whatever, but then I understand, usually the way that people look at it, like, all right, I'm gonna have this kid, I want this kid to have a father, because ideally, like, to have two parents in a stable house, but what is really a stable household?
I don't think that should exist. I mean, I think there's more damage in households where
people force themselves to be together.
Like, I'm not gonna use other people. Like, I know people who and even my friends that are parents right now that are my age and shit. I be telling them all the time, like, yo, bro, like, this toxic shit is doing more damage than fucking just co-parenting, But like, I'll use my house for example. Like, my mom, I'm pretty sure stayed just for the kids, but I think that was doing more damage to her mental than anything, and she just didn't want to be selfish. Like, that's selfish of me to be on my own, and if I can't financially support them like my husband can, but like that made me and my sister more like, don't like be independent. My mom was very dependent on my father. Like I said, high school dropout, just was a beautician and didn't really have skills, had like anxiety attacks. Like, my mom couldn't even drive on the fucking highway and shit. So like, that made us like not be like her. But I also, like, I had my relationship with my mother. Like, me and my mom were best friends. My father lived with me. I grew up with my father. He was always there in the house, but like, I never really spoke to the man. So try to like envision that I just moved out when I was 24 years living in the same roof with somebody and saying maybe like 500 words out of the whole 24 years. And if it wasn't talking, it was just arguing. So yeah, like, I get what you're saying. Like, I could have been fine. I feel like, maybe shit would have been all right if he wasn't there, because like, there's no relationship, like there was nothing to talk about anyway. He was just really there to help support us financially. So there's households like that too. Like, the dad's there, but like, they don't really talk to their daughter or anything. So to me, that's selfish too. Like, all right, you had kids, but like, and yes, you're physically there. The father's in the house, like but like, you're not there for your kid. Like, you're not going on dad-daughter dates. You're not like talking to your daughter. Like,
that's hard too. That's hard
like,
because it's
you're not
there.
asking how was school. You're not asking how was work. You're
Yeah.
not like, is everything okay? Do you need help with something? Like, yeah, right. Like, when I was looking for a house, like, my father didn't ask me if I needed shit. Right. Like, he didn't help me with nothing. Like, I had to hide it from him actually, but that's a different story. But yeah, it's just like,
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
that is hard.
Yeah.
And I had a roommate too.
It's like weird. Like,
right.
Like, when I tell it to people, they look at me like, that's so awkward. I'm like, You're right, it is. Like,
No, but it's real. Like,
but like that was my
no,
life.
that's
Like
real.
it was just
yeah.
normal.
Yeah, no, for
Word.
sure.
Word.
What were you gonna say? You had a roommate?
Well, no, because I had a roommate whose father was in her life kind of like
Yeah.
part-time dad type shit, but he would, you know, try to be that kind of person, but then like come and like, okay, he would try to be like an active, I'm going to take you out, do these things kind of like father, but then come and turn around and be like, you know, you were never anything to me, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And it was that kind of like pattern where he was like walking in and out type of thing. And that too, like her experience, because I, you know, I've just being in a dorm room with somebody, you're kind of living in their life, you know, it's like, I couldn't imagine, you know, having that attachment and like, you know, well, I guess you can in other ways, but it does. It's hard. It's really hard.
It's like it's weird. Like it's just like when people would ask me like, "Well, how's your dad doing?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't know." Like,
Right.
like, well, don't you live with him? Yeah, bro. Like, call him. Like, what do you want me to say?
I know.
And like my
That's funny.
sister too. Like siblings. Like people always say like sisters stick together. Like my cousins, they always say like we hate each other when we're younger because their age difference is the same. But like now that my cousin who's my age, we're older. Her and her sister are like best friends. I still don't have that. Like I'm like, nah, me and Kelly, like we just never. She's just another one. She was just there in the house, but like we didn't speak. Like we had nothing in common. We just, I don't know. Like it was just weird. Like
Word.
Yeah.
Bro, it's really crazy how the situations, like everybody, I've talked about this too, like growing up, I always thought everyone had the same like living style as myself, especially being in Chester, like bubble, like, but like growing up really truly, like you understand like everyone is dead ass different, everyone
Yeah.
has dead ass different situations, and like, and that's what also stems from back like when I used to be an ass, like I didn't realize that, like
yeah,
people are going through shit I don't know,
And it makes you
because
think
I
different.
think, and then when you get older and you like look back, you're like, what? Like, fucking tap into your mental and think about other people before you say shit. Like, to like, and it's just that really truly is so crazy because like you never know that. I would never know that. You know what I mean? Like that's just something you would never know. You don't think about that. It's just
Right.
especially as a high schooler. Like I'm like everyone literally just lives the life I live. Not saying I was perfect, but like everything was just like to me it's like everybody's on the same level kind of thing. So like I didn't realize there was other things going on and shit. But like once I got older and I saw it, I'm like, damn, that's you know like every situation is dead ass different. But that shit is crazy. Weird.
Sorry, we get in these thoughts and then I start thinking.
No, yeah, it makes you think. I mean, how could you not
That's
just
what I'm
fucking
supposed to
think?
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, for real. It's crazy. I mean, like my household was like, like, it's crazy because we all have different household, like parent wise, and like my parents stuck together. But like what I learned from them was don't be like they were very toxic. So it's like, let me not be toxic. Like they stayed together, they're still together, but like. I learned like in any relationship I'm in, let me not be like them.
Yeah.
Like that's what they taught me, kind of thing. Was just
Yeah.
like, don't be like them. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah,
not
like-
healthy.
And like I'm a firm believer that too. Like, you know when they say like you're the company you keep. Like there's some truth to that. Like yes, the public eye is gonna look at you like, oh, you hang around with these people, like
Yep.
you're just like them. But I always took it as, you know, I still have like my day ones, like I'm still best friends with them to this day, but like the other people, like the other randoms that I would hang around with, like a lot of times the environments they would put me in made me realize like I don't want to be this company. Like
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
you know, like you're Howell doing this still, like I don't want to do that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and like this would be a common argument me and my mother would always get into. She's like, I hate your fucking friends. I hate your fucking friends. Like you're gonna be just like them. I'm like, no, I don't want to be just like them. Like give it time. Like eventually, like I know what I want to do in life. Me like partying with them, doing whatever I do with them is not gonna stop me from that.
Word.
So, yeah, like I think that shit's true. Like a lot of shit can make you not want to be like that. Like whether it's your parents, your friends,
Yeah.
fuck it, like a class you're in. Like I don't know.
Word. That
Yeah.
shit is crazy.
You learn a lot through experiencing like people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and even yeah. I mean, I would say everything that I don't want to do, I would learn from like teachers or my mom or
Yeah, like sometimes you have to actually like see it, like be there and go through
For
it
sure.
and be like, yo,
For
this
sure.
ain't it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? Like, this is not the path that I'm supposed to be going down.
That's bad because you'll feel it. Like, well, I'll feel it and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then that's when you learn.
Yeah, but like that's like a younger thing, like because you're
Yeah.
not fully developed.
Yeah.
That
No,
that's your like
100%.
fuck it.
I agree.
You know, like
I agree. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're not really-
that's
I
your
mean,
younger
once you
thing.
step back, because how often when you're younger do you step back and look at things like that?
hell no. Like
You
when I
don't-
was young,
you
I
don't-
literally like
It was
said,
just
I'm
normal.
with it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's
it was
go.
just normal. Everything was
Or
coasting.
it does
like-
take a lot more
And
planning
whatever happens,
now,
happens.
but
I'm a fucking minor. What's the worst? You can't arrest me. Like
Yeah.
that was
that's
always
true.
my
That was the
mentality.
biggest thing. Yeah.
Once I hit 18, I was like, all right, T,
I
like,
agree. I actually did have that mentality.
yeah, like
too. I
you
agree.
yeah.
beat somebody up, you might go to jail now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, T, like you
Being 18 was scary. I'm
drive
like,
drunk,
yeah.
you might get fucked up. Like,
I'm responsible for my actions. What does that mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean? No, facts.
Shit.
Damn, bro. This has been a dope episode.
Yeah.
I'm happy you came
oh,
on.
I feel special.
Nah, for sure. Nah, bro, I haven't, like we've said this before, like, bro, I haven't seen you in mad long. I know you guys said you caught up, like, a little bit ago, but I know you guys haven't seen each other
Yeah,
in a
that
while.
was like, I don't
either.
even know if that was last summer or like 2 summers
I
ago.
think it was last summer.
No, I think it was 2 summers ago.
Maybe. Was
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it
It's been a
doesn't
minute.
feel that
It's
long
been a
ago.
minute regardless.
I know, it's
been a
been
while.
good.
Yeah,
I'm
it's been
glad you
dope. I'm happy you
came.
came for sure. Big time. Big
Yeah.
happy you came. Word. So we conclude every episode by saying what we want to do, our goal for next week. So by next Sunday, what's something that you want to accomplish? So what was your goal last week?
Jeez.
All right. You know what? We did a pod on Friday, so that was my last week goal. What was
Yeah.
my? What was the goal then? Because
Oh, working out. You wanted to like rehab for your.
Okay, well, we haven't done that yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep it that goal.
Okay.
We recorded a pod 2 days ago. My goal is the same.
Word. Just
I'm
work
gonna
out.
just,
So you're gonna get it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna get consistent.
Our next pod will also be Friday, so I only have like 6 days. To get
But
that
yeah,
done.
it'll be from Friday to Friday.
Sunday
We're like
to Friday.
overlapping
Well,
goals.
Sunday to Friday.
Well, we did one Friday. My goal was the Achilles, or just fucking work out, and then to
Word.
Friday. That'll be the.
Well, no, this is this goal. It's a whole different episode.
I know, but
I know,
Switching
But
we're all
usually the
confused here. I know,
episodes
we're
are
all
a week
confused.
apart.
I know.
But
We're
we're-
all confused here. All right, so workout is your goal. I like that. What's the goal you have by next Sunday? Something you want to accomplish. It can be minor, it can be small, anything. Big, small.
Freaking no. Just, I don't know, keep perfecting my craft. Keep building clients.
How do you think you can do that? Like, is there like a possible way? Is it like long-term effects? Can you do things
Oh,
short-term?
sales is all, it's like working out, all incremental.
Yeah.
Like, start doing little shit. Stick with it. Like, don't always want instant gratification. Like, that
Yeah.
shit is
that's a big
bullshit.
thing. Yeah.
Word.
You take the easy
Word.
way out, you're just as easily gonna fuck up. Like, or, you know, get off track, go downhill, whatever. So it's little stuff like stay on the phone, reach out to people. Hey, how you been? Happy birthday, happy anniversary. Yo, your lease is coming due. Like, another big thing is just like have all my clients on social media because that's a good way to constantly be in front of them. Like. They post their kids. I comment, oh shit, mad cute. I'm in front of their face.
Yeah,
like,
they
oh, that's
see
Tia from Kia.
Word.
Like, I'm constantly coming up. And, like, I think the more you comment on people's stuff, like, your story's, like, the first story to pop up because it's, like, recent.
Yeah, for sure.
Or, like, if you're messaging them. So, like, just keep, you know, perfecting my craft on that. And that's really it. Like,
That's a
I just
good-
want to
that's
make
a good
money.
goal.
Like, I just
Yeah.
want to make
That's a
mad
good goal.
money, be healthy, most important of all. Because, like,
Word.
you know, I don't want to get diagnosed with cancer or something. And then,
Word.
like, it doesn't matter how
Everything's
much
done
money I
for you.
have. Yeah, so, like, definitely just stay healthy and shit.
That's dope. That is super
Don't
dope.
catch-
That's a good goal. Me, I would say. Oh, last week I was trying to work out and I did actually get a workout in. I went to the gym one time. I'm lying, 2 times.
Ooh.
I went to the gym 2
Nice.
times, and I got a hit workout in. So shout out to Alyssa because she actually like told me like, bro, work the fuck out.
Get up.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I heard you on the pod. You said you were trying to work out for your goal, and I was literally like about to lay in bed, and she goes like, go do a hit workout real quick. I was like, I don't want to, but like,
But then you feel so much better.
100%.
That was me this
After,
morning. I was like, eh.
Yep, I was dripping sweat after. I said, I'm so glad I did
That's
this.
what
I said, I
feels
hate this right now, but I'm so glad I did it. And I went to the gym 2 times. It felt good. So, like,
Woo.
hopefully I can stay on that roll because I've been slacking so bad. So.
Yeah, like November, I took like a month off.
Yeah, no, 100%.
worst.
It's I've probably been like 2-3 months off, to be completely honest. I've been slacking, so I want to stay on that rotation. So, but I think for this week, my goal would be I want to get something like officially done for this wedding because we've been like taking a lot of good steps, a lot of baby steps, and we have like a lot of good directions. But like we've been talking about it, it's like time to like make an official step in it, like
And
get
do-
something. Well, not
Yeah,
even
just
like
get it
okay.
rolling.
So like we have basically the venue that we not definitely but like most likely going to be using. We have to contact the hotel that's next to it to make sure we can book that, to have everybody there and like things of that nature. So hopefully we can go to that hotel, get like a little tour of the hotel and see that, and then go from there. Potentially, like, I don't want to say like lock down a date yet, because I feel like that's like a little, not baby steps, but at the same time I want to get something like done where it's like, all right, we're this step ahead now. So I don't know what that would be, but I want to get that done.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah, we
next
will
week.
find out next time.
On next week's pod.
But I think we will, because like I said, every week it has been baby steps. We've been getting things done every week. So. But I think I want to do like a official step. Like I think it's time to take that official foot in the door. Because right now we're just kind of observing everything. Yeah, no, we're just observing. Like, all right.
Not stepping in.
Because we don't know. I mean, I've never got married before. She's never got married before. So it's like.
You don't know that.
It's your first time, right? Yeah,
so this is our first. We're
Did this
rookies
before?
at this. Yeah, right? We're rookies at this. So we're just trying to, like, not rush into anything.
Do you want like a big wedding, or do you?
We're
want,
gonna
like,
have definitely. It's gonna be lit. Like we're like calmly lit. It's calmly gonna be. Now we were thinking like 150, 160. I think it's like calmly lit. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too small. Like calmly lit.
Yeah.
But like I feel like all of my friends are lit, and her friends are also lit. So. Yeah.
It will be lit.
It will be lit. I was actually just talking to Lawrence today. He was like super hyped about it. Lawrence gets me hyped anytime I talk to Lawrence, because Lawrence is smiley.
Oh my god, I haven't seen him in so long. Like he'll like some of my stuff here and there, and I'm like, oh my god, like you exist. So I'm like, I forget.
Yeah, he's down south. He's down south. He's actually coming up soon. That's my guy. But weird, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate being on
big time. Yeah, no, for sure. It's been dope. It's been super dope. So, anything you want to plug before we stop? Like. Let me know. Say anything you want.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Tia Kia the car plug.
I don't know.
Plug your socials. Plug everything. Let them know.
Yeah,
them
like
know
follow me on Instagram, Tia Kia. Kia got 4 A's at the end. Add me on Facebook at your own risk. Like I tell everybody. That's where the ratchet stuff is. But yeah.